Unlocking her emotional world. A guide to deep connection. Let's get one thing clear. Women are not as mysterious as they pretend to be. They're complex, beautifully, emotionally, and intellectually complex, but not unknowable. What most men fail to grasp is not the mystery of women but the mechanics of emotional connection. Every woman, no matter how composed or cryptic, has soft spots, emotional triggers wired into her nervous system by years of experience, unmet needs, hopes, and quiet disappointments. This isn't about manipulation, it's about awareness, stoic awareness. While other men exhaust themselves chasing attention, proving their worth, or trying to perform a role they don't fully understand, the man who operates with calm, clarity, and stillness becomes something rare, unshakably attractive. This article isn't about becoming the nice guy. It's about becoming the right man. The one she remembers. The one who doesn't chase validation but draws it in through grounded presence. Let's dive into the top 9 emotional soft spots every man must understand, not to play games, but to stop being played. S by SDAD. Confidence that doesn't ask for permission. Confidence that speaks without needing words is magnetic. It's not the loud, performative kind that seeks applause. It's quiet, grounded, stoic. Behavioral psychology proves it. Humans mirror emotional tone. If you show up insecure, she will unconsciously absorb it and withdraw. But if you bring calm, centered energy, she feels safer, more drawn in. Most men overtalk. They overgive, overpromise, trying to earn her approval. And it backfires. The paradox? She only feels safe when you no longer seek her approval. That's the silent confidence rooted in Stoicism. Not needing to impress. Holding your ground. Not collapsing when she pulls away. Being the calm in her storm. True masculinity isn't about dominance. It's about direction. She doesn't crave control. She craves containment. Being understood without explaining everything. Emotional fatigue hits us all eventually. And for many women, silence becomes self-protection. Years of being dismissed or misunderstood can teach them that explaining themselves is a waste of time. Most men miss this, not out of malice, but distraction. They try to fix what needs to be felt. But the man who can pause, observe, and hold space without rushing to speak. He disarms her. Presence, not persuasion, is what creates safety. This is Stoicism in practice. The ability to perceive without controlling, to observe without judging. She doesn't need a solution. She needs witnessing. Masculine silence in the right moments. There's a silence that feels like punishment. And then there's the silence that feels like peace. The latter comes from a man grounded in self-command. When a woman tests you, when emotions spike, the most powerful move you can make is not reacting. Most men crumble in chaos. But a stoic man knows what Marcus Aurelius knew. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Silence, when born of grounded presence, commands respect. It anchors her. Because in a world drowning in noise, your ability to stay calm is power. Deep eye contact that doesn't flinch. Eye contact is primal, and yet, most men break it too quickly. Not because they're weak, but because they haven't made peace with themselves. A man who can hold her gaze calmly, without flinching, says more than 1,000 words. He communicates self-respect, depth, and courage without trying to impress. This isn't seduction, it's self-mastery. The ability to sit still in your own presence, under her gaze, and not shrink. Women don't just notice, they remember. The need for mysterious depth. Mystery isn't avoidance. It's restraint. It's not about disappearing, it's about revealing yourself gradually, through intention, not insecurity. In an oversharing world, depth becomes magnetic. A stoic man doesn't perform to be seen. He allows curiosity to grow through presence, not noise. He reveals, not because he needs to be known, but because he is whole. Mystery isn't created, it's preserved. Her soft spot for a man with purpose, not just passion. Passion is energy, purpose is alignment. One burns fast, the other burns forever. Many men mistake excitement for depth. But excitement fades. What remains is why you move, not just that you move. A man rooted in purpose doesn't need applause. He builds in silence. And that silent consistency makes him unforgettable. She doesn't want to motivate you. She wants to trust that you're already moving. Her hidden yearning to be led without being controlled. Leadership is not dominance. It's direction. It's presence in motion. Today's women are strong because they had to be. But strength can become armor. And what she quietly longs for is a space where she can relax that armor. The man who leads not with words, but with calm, clear energy, he becomes sacred to her. You don't win her trust with arguments. You earn it with quiet certainty. Her vulnerability to words that paint new worlds. Language isn't just communication, it's creation. Women remember words that make them feel. Not empty flattery, but emotionally present, grounded, intentional language. A man who speaks with vision, who chooses words from clarity, not performance, enters her memory. Your words should shape her internal world. Not confuse it. Speak less, say more. The unspoken need for a man who can walk away. The most magnetic man is the one who stays, but doesn't need to. A woman softens in the presence of a man who has nothing to prove. Who doesn't flinch in conflict? Who doesn't beg, fix, or chase? Who listens without fear and walks with quiet certainty? Because true emotional safety isn't built by promises. It's built by presence. Stoicism teaches you to stop chasing softness and start becoming the frame that holds it. Final thoughts. Be the man who doesn't flinch. If you've read this far, one thing is clear. You're done playing small. This is not about tactics. It's about transformation, about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to speak loudly to be heard. You've now seen behind the curtain. And what was revealed wasn't just her emotional patterns. It was your forgotten power.